Okay, so let me ask you this. Are you dating or married to a woman you deeply love, but your relationship is in shambles, and you're left wondering, is it time to break up? If that's the situation that you are in, then I made this video specifically for you, brother. Right now, you're probably hesitating to break up with your woman because you're scared you might be breaking up prematurely. And you're right, premature breakups are almost always unnecessary. Believe me. It's entirely possible that what you and your woman are going through is just temporary, and you could deal with it if you tried just a bit harder. If you broke up with her at this point, you could lose an otherwise good relationship, and you'll regret it for the rest of your life. Don't you make that mistake. And guess what? At the same time, you may be worried that you might be trapping yourself in a toxic relationship. And that's a terrible thing to be trapped in. You love her, but she's just giving you so much pain and frustration. What should you do in that situation? Should you break up with her, even if you love her? Should you tough it out and hope the relationship gets better? Or is there something else you can do? Something that will actually save the relationship and make it stronger and happier than ever before? In this video, you'll learn about whether or not it is time to break up with her. And you'll also learn how to break up with her in a way that actually makes your relationship better. Yes, you heard that right. It's entirely possible, and you're about to learn how. And I can guarantee you that you won't find anything like what I am going to tell you here elsewhere. Sounds good? Great. Before we get to that though, I'd like to ask you to click the like button below. Once you've clicked like, I'll share with you the best way to know if it is time to break up with your woman. Click the like button now. I'll wait. Done? Awesome. Now let's talk about how to know if it's time to break up. Right now, think for a moment. Between you and your woman, who's more invested in your relationship? Or in other words, who has more to lose if your relationship ends? If it's you, then that's a bad sign. Why? Because it means she has the power. She's the leader of your relationship. And if the breakup happened now, you'll be the one who suffers most. So if you're more invested in your relationship than she is, then now's probably not the time to break up. On the other hand, if she's more invested in your relationship, that's a good sign. That means you're the leader. You have the power position. And if the breakup happened now, or if she senses you're about to leave her, she'll sacrifice and work extra hard to convince you to stay. So if she's more invested in your relationship than you are, then there's no need to be hasty. There's no need to hurt her with a breakup when you can change her behavior in other ways. But what if she's more invested in your relationship than you are, but she's still so toxic and needy and possessive? What if she has more to lose than you do, but she's still driving you crazy? Now we're talking. This is a situation where a breakup can actually be good for your relationship, but only if you do it correctly. Fair warning though, the breakup technique you're about to learn is not for the faint-hearted. Why not? Because it necessarily involves you inflicting emotional pain on your woman. It's crucial. It won't work without emotional pain. But on the other side, the pain will be worth it. Because if you do it correctly, you'll end up with a stronger, happier relationship. And you'll be with a woman who's loving, respectful, and supportive till the end. So at the very least, you'll want to have this technique in your toolkit. That way, when your relationship gets really bad, you have a reset button you can push. Got it? Good. Before I teach you how this reset button technique works, I need a little favor. Please take a few seconds to click the subscribe button below this video. Your support will go a long way in helping me grow my channel, so take a moment to click the subscribe button now. Once you become a subscriber, I'll share with you about the reset button that you can push to save your relationship. Subscribe to my channel now. Have you clicked subscribe? Cool. Now let's talk about the reset button that will save your relationship. The technique you're about to learn was taught to me by my friend and mentor, Derek Rake. Derek is a mentalist, coach, and author. He's also the world's foremost authority on mind control in the realm of dating. Now, this isn't the sinister type of mind control you see in the movies. Instead, it's legitimate mind control that is 100% backed by science. It's the type doctors use to treat mental illnesses like depression and phobias today. And what you're about to learn is a mind control technique called the fake breakup. Here's how it works. Step number 1 is to do a fake breakup. That is, you gently end the relationship with your woman. You can tell her, "I think it's not working out between us," or "I think we should start seeing other people," or "It's not going to work out. You and I both know this. I think it's best to be kind to each other and just get it over with." That's it. You end the relationship and you don't budge. Now, you might think, that's cruel. It is, if it's the only thing you'll do. But it's not the only thing you'll do. It's only step number 1. There's step number 2, number 3, and number 4. And in the end, you'll win her back and she'll love you for the rest of her life. Besides, do you know what's more cruel? Staying in a toxic relationship, that's what. She's been cruel to you long enough. But if you could use cruelty not to hurt her, but to save your relationship, wouldn't you? I thought so. Now let's move on. Step number 2 is to weather the storm. Your woman might react with confusion, anger, disbelief, or depression. But whatever she does, you must not back down on your word. Ideally, you'll need to hold out for 7 days. No matter how much she rages against you during those 7 days, hold the line. Don't give in. But after those 7 days, if she contacts you to ask if you could meet up, that's when step number 3 comes in. Step number 3 is to meet her face to face. When you do, the topic of the breakup will undoubtedly come up. When she asks if you could give her a second chance, this is where you tell her, "Things need to be different. I hope you've learned your lesson. If you're willing to make some changes, I think we can make it work." Then you lay out the changes you want to see in her behavior. Maybe you want her to be more respectful. Or maybe you want her to follow your lead from now on. Or maybe you want her to submit to your leadership without question. Whatever your new terms might be, this is the time you lay them out for her. She can take them or leave them. Now, you might be wondering, what if she leaves them? Then that's a good thing, because you saved yourself from getting trapped with a woman who will not respect you. I don't know about you, but that counts as a win in my book. But what if she agrees to your terms? Then congratulations, you've successfully restarted your relationship, and she's promised to follow your rules from now on. But your job isn't done. After all, she's a woman, and a woman can change her mind the moment she feels upset. And if you're not careful, she can revert to her old behavior, and you'll find yourself stuck in a toxic relationship again. That's no fun. That's why you need to do step number 4. Step number 4 is to fractionate her. What's fractionate? Well, have you heard of the term fractionation? If you've not, here's what it is. Fractionation is a mind control technique. You basically put your woman on an emotional roller coaster, and as a result, she fractionates. And when she fractionates, she feels more and more emotionally addicted to you. And that's always a good thing when you want to lead a strong, happy relationship. Now here's the thing. I can't explain the entirety of fractionation in one video. It's way too complex to be described here. So I'm going to let Derek Rake himself teach it to you. In just a moment, a link will come up inside this video. Once you clicked on it, you'll be taken to Derek's online masterclass on mind control. There, Derek will teach you all about mind control, fractionation, and more. You won't get a better opportunity than this one, believe me. Once you learned mind control, questions like, "Is it time to break up?" will never come up again. Trust me on this. So go ahead, click on the link and sign right up for Derek's online masterclass. You'll love it, I promise you. Click on the link now.